Budweiser's got new beer, and when Budweiser has new beer, I get a little nervous. Especially if it's nitrogen charged. Let's do this. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski from the Brewski Review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is by none other than Budweiser, the king of beers. And what do we have today? What are they giving us, lovely folk? Look at this, Budweiser Nitro Gold. Golden lager, right? Yeah, gold lager, extra smooth golden lager. Coming in at 5% alcohols by volume, nitrogen charged, no IBUs anywhere to be found. Nobody knows what nitrogen charged is. Have you ever poured a Guinness and you realize it's flat? Yeah, that's what nitrogen charged is in stuff and things. So, pretty cool. Little nervous. We got some instructions here on the side. Nitro pour tutor. Flip can 3 times. Open and pour hard. Wait for it. There you go. You get little steps, so you know. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip the can once, twice, 3 times. Get that can nice and hard. That's what she said. And we're gonna crack it. We're gonna crack it away from the laptop in case of spillage. And there we go. We got our Budweiser pint glass here, and all we're gonna do is give it a nice hard pour. That's all we gotta do. This glass will fit everything, so no worries on spillage. I don't think. Get a little nervous. All good. Now we wait. We wait on this to see it do its thing. It's almost settled. It's not as pretty of a cascade compared to like Guinness or anything, but it's fine. It's no problems here. I think it's more or less settled out. Let's take a look. Golden in color, indeed, amber even, some may say. Nice off-white head on top. That's looking very thick and dense. Boom, there you go. Look at that perfect pour. Beautiful stuff. Let's go in for a smell. A little hard to smell it right now with the head being so damn high, maybe from the can. It smells more or less just like a lager, a little bit more bready. Not bready, sorry, a little bit more caramel and toffee coming off it. Yeah, caramel and toffee is definitely the two aromas that are just really very in your face kind of thing, which is actually quite enjoyable. A little bit of a bready note in the background as well, but very nice, soft and like desserty or like delicious caramel and toffee on the nose. So let's dive right in. I'm gonna get a nice mustache full of foam. Smooth. Absolutely smooth there. But one thing that I've noted, it's a little metallic-y. A little bitter, but more like a metal bitterness coming off the beer. You do get your sweet caramels and light toffees in there as well, but then comes that sharp sort of metallic-y, almost metallic-y bitterness coming off, and it's just it kind of ruins the fun for me a little bit. With that said, guys, let's learn a bit more. So with that said, cheers everybody. Let's keep on drinking. As with nitros, extremely smooth, velvety, no carbonation, bubbliness, or aggressiveness at all. Absolutely smooth. Beautiful, caramel and toffee flavors. Those come through nicely, but that metallic kind of taste is, oh man, that's just ruining all the fun. Yeah, it ruins all the fun. And even with the caramel and toffee notes, they're not that strong. It's a very, I said beautiful earlier. I really shouldn't have said that because they're not that amazing in the grand scheme of things. It seems a little a little airy per se. Usually nitrogen charged beers for me do have a bit more of an airiness to them compared to their regular brewed counterparts, but this just seems even a little bit more so. This is definitely more of a mouthfeel oriented sort of experience compared to a flavorful experience is how I'm going to put it. Let's see what the can has to say. I'm not going to drink the whole beer on camera, probably not. Maybe we will, we'll see. Let's see what we got here. Budweiser Nitro Gold, extra smooth golden lager, 5% ABV, no IBUs. This is a specialty golden lager brewed with 100% barley, including toasted caramel malt for a bold, flavorful taste, elevated with nitro for a delicious draft-like drinking experience. A thick, creamy head of foam and a silky, smooth finish. Again, it has the nitro pour tutor, and that just says contains barley, a bunch of other nonsense. And on the bottom, you do have some sort of date code. Actually, a best before date, the 12th of October 2020. So it's a best before date. Right, yep, 12th of October 2020 is when this beer, and not expires, but leaves its best self, in a sense. Can is typical Budweiser look, but in this case it's red and gold, which I actually do like quite a bit. I do like the can design on here. Pops out, but very true to Budweiser. Moving over to the website, budweiser.ca. You go here, you go to Our Brews, and you do find the new Budweiser Nitro Gold. Does have the same... No, slightly different description here. Introducing Budweiser Nitro, a new golden lager that will change the way we enjoy beer. Bold and flavorful, featuring notes of toasted caramel malt, Budweiser Nitro is brewed with nitro for a silky smooth finish. But what will make this new lager memorable is its very own unique pour. And you know what? That's marketing for you. Usually with nitrogen stuff, usually they do recommend you either shake the can or do some sort of aggravation to the can before you pour it hard at a total 180 degrees. Don't mind the spillage there. So it's not that memorable or unique per se. And then wait for, like, come on, really? Flip 3 times, makes sense, whatever. Do something a little different than shaking a can. Pour hard, pretty standard, and wait for it. No shit. So yeah, very simple, very easy. That's really all they have on here for the beer. But yeah, moving on. Untapped. It is a good beer. It's not a great beer, but it's passable. For a Nitro Golden Ale, trying something like, because there's not many nitros. Usually all the nitros that are usually out there are like stouts or porters. Very rarely, very, very rarely is there another beer style that is nitrogen charged, at least available for me in my area. So this is why I wanted to get this beer. It's just, I don't know, it's a little bit of metalliciness right in the center of it, of the flavor profile. Just doesn't do it for me. But on the website, untapped.com, we go to the Budweiser Nitro Reserve Gold. I don't know why they have the reserve in there. That makes it sound way fancier than it actually is. It's not on the can. It's not even on the website either, so I don't know where Untapped got reserved, but moving on. It's got a 3.05 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of just over 6,900 ratings. Somebody says this is actually not bad. Okay, yeah, you know what? I honestly didn't have super high hopes. But actually, yeah, I'm fairly surprised with this, not gonna lie. If you're interested in buying the Budweiser Nitro Gold, you can only find it, as far as I've seen, in 6-packs at your local LCBO, and you're gonna be spending $15 for the 6-pack. It is a little steep, but it is a big company. They're gonna, it's fairly standard across, macro beers and their pricing. I want to say it's maybe a little bit more, but right now, as of me buying it, and until August 16th, it's on for $14, so you save $1. So not too bad. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is, but it's still not the greatest thing in the world. But for a Nitro Golden Ale, it's passable. It's silky, it's smooth. It's moderate bodied. It's not super light. It's not heavy by any means. Flavors are there, not as much of an intensity as I thought it was, as I may have hoped for. A little airy and a little bit of a metallic-y bitter note right in the center of the flavor profile. So that's the one thing I don't like about it. But the caramels and toffees you're getting off it, pretty damn good. Overall, Budweiser Nitro Gold's gonna get a solid 6.3 out of 10. I'm not even going to do the cheers on the final sip because I'm just going to enjoy it. Presentation of the beer. Love the color of the can. Looks great. Looks like a solid, typical Budweiser can, just with red and gold. Nice description. ABV, no IBUs, but they do have a clearly labeled best before date on the bottom, so I can definitely be happy with that. Website. Over on the website, nothing too crazy. It does look extremely pretty. That's what money does. But the information is really not there. You do have the unique pour sort of portion, which is kind of cool. But when you know a thing or two, been around the block a few times, it's really not that fancy. And then a very short description, which it hits most marks to give you a little bit of insight into what you're going to be tasting, which is pretty cool. Overall presentation gets a solid 7 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, I need to finish this drink, so cheers to the final sip, guys. Let's skip. We've already done the ratings, so let's just wrap this up. That's it. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers I want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Maple-Brewski, that would be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Maple-Brewski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.